Oh man, I was hoping to do a ride video today, but it snowed last night. And I can already tell, you can tell, it's just too deep. We don't have enough clearance. We're gonna be bottoming out everywhere. Look at this. I mean, it's almost over my fingernail. I mean, we can't ride in this. We're gonna be bottoming out everywhere. We'll have to do something else. Thank you to R.n.g Performance, Steve at Redneck Garage. Can't tell you how much I appreciate the help that you're giving me, donating a tuned ECU. All right, guys, if you've been thinking about buying a bracket lift to upgrade your machine a little bit, I might be able to save you some money. I actually bought two, just like the one that I'm putting on in this video. It's the 2-inch bracket lift from the R.n.g Performance Amazon page. So it's the one that Redneck recommends, but you're gonna get it for free. Watch the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not. If you're already subscribed, then you're halfway there. Comment your most memorable thing from the Crawl Off-Road videos that we've done so far, and I'll just pick a random person and I'll drop you a link. You can email me your address and stuff, and we'll get one shipped out to you. And this will work on both models of the 800, the EX and the Trail. It'll work on the 500, and I think it might work on some of the quads. I don't know for sure, but if you have an 800 EX or 500 Trail or 800 Trail, whatever you got, if you have this and you're thinking about upgrading or you want a chance, here's your chance. We got two. I only need one. Maybe I could actually put one on the top of the shock. No, we'll give it away. Yeah, so that's what's up. Comment, like, subscribe or be subscribed. Share the video, please, and I'll pick somebody at random. Yeah, and we'll get your lift kit sent out on its way. So yeah, let's get into turning some wrenches here and see how this goes. All right, so just to see where we're starting out at here, I'm gonna say 9 1/4. And on the rear, we'll do the same thing. We're gonna go on top of a lug. We're gonna go right off that tip of the Z. Let's just go with that line, because it's right on 9, pretty much. I'm gonna say 9 in the back, 9 1/4 in the front. And yeah, so that's where we're starting at. It's not jacked up. I have the jack in there, but you can see it's not on my fancy jack extension. So we're gonna do the 2-inch bracket lift from the R.n.g Performance Amazon page. That's the lift that he recommends, and so we're gonna stick it on. It's really simple. All you do is pull one bolt, put the bracket in, put the spacer on, put the bolt back in, put the other bolt back in. All right, so this is everything. Not this. This is broke axle shit. This is everything it comes with. 2 of these. Actually 4 that size, 4 that size, bolts, nuts, washers, and spacers to put back in your original bracket. And then it comes with this instruction sheet. 2 larger triangles are for the front, 2 smaller ones in the back. I'm sure this is more helpful, but I don't know how to read, so it's useless to me unless I gotta poop. Okay, so big in the front, small in the back. So we need the big ones. And all I did is take one bolt out, the bottom shock mount bolt out. Now we're gonna bolt that bracket in, put that spacer in there, and then bolt this back on to the thing. Yeah, so go ahead, big in the front here, because it's hitting this brake line bracket. Okay, that's no big deal. So we're gonna take that. Okay, remove that. And it still does not line up, and it's beveled. I'm assuming for that weld, but I think it'll work. Oh, wait. Let's see how it's like all cockeyed. it won't go straight. There's too much on the bottom. So still gonna have to run a grinder, probably take those nubs off, which isn't a big deal, but it would be nice if it was just freaking bolt on. Simple 2-bolt job. Now it's gonna just get it done. Okay, so that's what it comes like. Just a little, I mean, they beveled it, so they were trying, I guess, but this is what you gotta do to make it fit. And this is, I still need to take this side down a little bit more, but yeah, you do have to grind that off to make it fit. You could probably wedge it and do it, but no more than you gotta do. I just grind it down. I'll hit it again a little bit just to flush it off, but that's it. And I tried it, it does fit now, but just smooth up because it's still kind of tight. Only took about 30 seconds, but still. Now you gotta have either a bench grinder or an angle grinder or something to make this work correctly, which kind of sucks. You should, but it is what it is. Not a big deal. We're still gonna do it. So I'll touch that up and put it on, show you what it is. So that's it. Literally took about 5 minutes. You don't have to take tire off or nothing. Also, I did not do anything on this side grinding wise. I only had to grind the little bevels off on this side because of where the mount is welded on this A-arm. It just wouldn't clear. So it's literally like an 1/8 inch you have to grind off of it just to fit in there square. So I'm sure you could get it in there, but that's it. Axle is steep, but again, it's still jacked up. So we'll go ahead and do this side real quick, and then we'll let it down and jump on the rear. Yeah, so it doesn't really bother me. I don't think it's gonna be an issue at all, but I might put a zip tie right here, maybe. Not tight, just loose one, just to hold it. It's already mounted right here, but the hole to, yeah, so you can't really reuse that unless you notch this out, which I don't want to. I don't think it's that big of an issue, so, but worth mentioning, it's the same on either side. You can't remount your little brake line fastener, but it's already mounted right there, and I don't think it's gonna be an issue, but worth noting. But all right, we got both sides on now, and the jack is down, so let's take a look. It is definitely taller, say 10.5. So it's about an inch higher. Haven't done the rear yet, so it might kind of bring it up and level it out a bit. So we'll go back there and do her, and then we'll measure it all again. See what we gotta grind and fabricate on it to get it to fit back here. Should be pretty safe back here, I think. Oh, my head doesn't fit. So I forgot, back here, we have some unnecessary parts I've been meaning to get rid of, but I haven't yet. We'll take this opportunity to do it. You can't jack it up enough to get the shock up out of the way. So it's because of this useless thing here. So we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. We should have already done that. Yeah, so we just zip those nuts off, then this will flip up out of the way, whatever. I already did the same thing over here. So that should let this drop out enough to get this, yep, up out of the way now. So now we can put the bracket on. Okay, so the lift is on. All 4 corners are done. Now we'll check her again. We were about 9.25 up here. Now we're maybe 10.25, maybe an inch in the front. It's supposed to be a 2-inch lift, but that's all right. Back, we were about what, 9.5-ish. from around the tip of the Z, and we took the sway bar off. So, been meaning to do that. Oh man, that can't be right, can it? What? No way. Yeah, that's surprising me. So I had to check back just to make sure it's not jacked up. But we measured from on top of the lug to right about the tip of the Z. We're at 9.5-ish. And now we're at almost 12. So 10 and 11. So a little over 2 inches in the rear. Nah, let's say true. Oh, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So yeah, definitely jack the rear up. What's it? The lift is on. It's noticeable to me in person. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but it's definitely higher. I should have measured from here to the ground, but I didn't. But I think there's a pretty good difference there. One thing I kind of still feel like, maybe not if you step back and look at it, but I kind of feel like it's nose down. But actually looking at that line on the bottom there, looks pretty level. I think it's just the way the body is made. But yeah, definitely about 1 inch in the front, closer to 2 in the back. I don't know, the back took a little longer, but you gotta have one, the smaller plates are actually different sizes, so, but yeah. And I took the sway bar link off and stuff, so not really too hard back there either. It's a really simple lift. I'm pretty stoked to drive it now and see what it rides like without that rear sway bar link set up on there. And with I didn't want to take it off before because we were already rubbing here a lot. I even trimmed this back when I put these tires on, but it was already rubbing there a lot. You can tell it's starting to break stuff. So hopefully this will keep that from happening. Also, I think I'm gonna just come from this bar and just trim all this off because you don't need it. Then I'm gonna put my fender flare back on, but take just the top shell of it on and probably cut it off about right here, and then do the same on the back. Just because they're like, I think I got some laying here. Yeah, they got like this. I'm gonna just cut this out and just basically just run this top piece. But for now, I like it. I like the way it looks. It's definitely aggressive looking without the flares. Well, that's it now. The next thing we're gonna do is just some dumb stuff. I got my garage is a mess, I know. I got my snorkel thing. I got both of them. So we're gonna mount that somehow. Not exactly sure where yet, but we'll get that mounted on. The other harness, we'll get that put in. And lastly, some mirrors. Big rear view mirror and 2 side mirrors. We set them, so yeah, they're trash. We're gonna drain both diffs. Since we've stressed them enough now to break an axle on both diffs, we're gonna drain them, make sure there's no, anything bad in there, like a tooth off a gear or, things you don't want in your differential. So we'll drain both diffs. If there's nothing in them, we'll just top them off with good fluid. And if we find any issues in the oil, we'll dig into that and see what's going on. The rest of it is in Redneck's hands. Huge thank you to R.n.g Performance, Steve at Redneck Garage. Can't tell you how much I appreciate the help that you're giving me. Donating a tuned ECU, that's awesome. Major performance upgrades. I bought the clutch kit, I bought the Helix. He's gonna install it for me. I'm gonna take my buggy to his place. We're gonna, so I get to meet him. We're gonna turn some wrenches together. It's gonna be really cool. Pumped for that. And I think we're gonna do something with the exhaust as well, but we'll see how that goes. I do want to do something with the exhaust, so if he has something, we'll go with it. You know, he's made dozens of exhausts. He's been experimenting, so yeah, I'm so pumped for that, just to meet him and actually turn some wrenches with him, absorb as much knowledge as I can from him in the short time I'm there. But that'll be coming up soon. He's obviously, you know, everything's selling out real quick for him. So once he gets everything back in inventory, he's holding my stuff for me till I get there, and then major upgrade time for Spartan. So if you haven't subscribed, it's a good time to do that, because it's definitely going to get interesting from here on out. And yeah, once we get done with some of this maintenance and upgrade stuff, we'll do some riding. And there's so many upgrades I still want to do, but we'll get some riding in, definitely. And it's starting to snow, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I love riding in the snow. That's like my favorite thing to do. You know, Tokyo Drift and hill climbs, everything is just more interesting in the snow. That's it. That's the 2-inch lift upgrade. We're gonna call it an 1.5-inch lift upgrade, because we got about 1 inch up here and 1.5 inches back there. So we could average it the 1.25 inch lift kit installed. Redneck Spartan race mode. Let's go. So what's up? Thanks for watching Crawl Off Road again, and we're on to the next little son.